Hello and welcome back to another great video here at hopeforyourcancer.com. Again, I'm Dr. Lonnie Herman, and in this video I want to share with you another common chemical that is in our environment every day, in the kitchen, in restaurants, possibly in movie theaters, just really all around. And you really need to become aware of what you need to do as you're going on this journey to get your body healthier and be able to survive and thrive again and not let the cancer come back when you can beat it. And you can reverse cancer naturally, as I have discussed about many different strategies in other videos on this website. You've got to understand that this common toxic chemical is used probably every day in your life. And it's called Teflon. Yes, Teflon, like the non-stick cookware. Let's get into this here. And there's probably too much information on the screen for you to be able to see, so I'm going to read it to you. And I can even give you websites to look up on and research it yourself. You just type in Teflon and cancer. In early 2006, the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, asked 8 American companies, including DuPont, maker of Teflon brand nonstick cookware, to work towards the elimination of a chemical called PFOA, which might be a carcinogen, by 2015. So let's be clear about this. The EPA, it's supposed to protect you, told DuPont it might be a carcinogen, so you should stop using it on your cookware and your products by 2015. I mean, right now we're in 2013. This is February of 2013. Why do they give them the right, if it's a likely carcinogen, to have another 2 or 3 years at working at it? And this was back in 2006, so why give them another 9 years when you hear the rest of this research that I'm going to share with you? PFOA, which by the way stands for perfluorooctanoic acid. So you don't need to really understand that big chemistry name, but PFOA is a certain kind of chemical. PFOA has also been shown to cause cancer, low birth weight, and a suppressed immune system, which is what you need to be strong to fight for you so that you don't have to have these abnormal cells growing at a rapid rate in your body, called cancer cells. So PFOA has been shown to suppress the immune system in laboratory animals exposed to high doses of PFOA. Studies have shown the chemical to be present at low levels in the bloodstream of 9 out of 10 Americans, and it's in the blood of all newborns. And the newborn hasn't even set foot on the planet or eaten off the meal, so it's coming from the mother's umbilical cord or the mother's breast milk, as you'll see in just a minute. And although the effects of PFOA at lower doses in humans are disputed, there does seem to be a link between PFOA and raises of cholesterol levels. It's not because of a deficiency in one of the statin medications. That can also cause more stress, as we'll talk about in another video. Statin medications are known to cause oxidative stress, which can also be a contributor to cancer and other autoimmune illnesses. More seriously, some people have claimed that PFOA exposure caused birth defects in babies born to mothers working at the Teflon plant in the early 1980s. How the chemical is transmitted to humans is unclear, and thus far there's no evidence that nonstick cookware in particular is to blame. But DuPont has been in the crosshairs of the EPA for some time and was heavily fined for allegedly hiding data for many years on the toxicity. You know what? If they really were fined, as the report shows, where did the money go? Who put it in their pocket? And what benefit is it doing to you or a loved one who's suffering with cancer in any area of their body? Is that going to pay for your treatments? Is that going to help take care of you? PFOA, this chemical, this acid chemical, persists indefinitely in the environment. It is a toxicant and a carcinogen in animals. And by the way, folks, and I know, we are the more supposedly intelligent species on this planet, but we are mammals. We are a higher breed of an animal. So we're in the same classification even though we're smarter. PFO, or supposedly we think we are, PFOA persists indefinitely in the environment. It's toxic and carcinogen to animals, so we are in the same group. PFOA has been detected in the blood of more than 98% of the general U.S. population in the low and subparts per billion range, and levels are higher in chemical plant employees and surrounding subpopulations. Exposure has been associated with increased cholesterol and uric acid levels, chronic kidney disease. PFOA is a carcinogen, liver toxicant, and developmental toxicant, and immune system toxicant, and also exerts hormonal effects, including alteration of thyroid hormone levels, thyroid cancer, Hashimoto's thyroid disease, Graves' disease, and other systems that are connected to the thyroid, which is everything in your body. Animal studies show developmental toxicity from reduced birth size, physical developmental delays, endocrine hormone disruption, and neonatal mortality. PFOA causes liver cancer in rodents and also induces testicular and pancreatic cancer. Through induction of tumors and pancreas cells, we don't have to get too technical in the understanding here. Just let's get an overview. It also contributes to oxidative stress. What does oxidative stress do? Creates too much of what's called reactive oxygen species. And too much of a good thing is a bad thing, folks. So in another video, you're going to hear me talk about ROS, or also known as reactive oxygen species, where too much oxidative stress on a system can lead to cellular damage, DNA damage, which then can become cancer. So this also leads to oxidative stress. Humans are considered less susceptible to this proliferation than rodents, though. However, PFOA has been found to be a liver carcinogen in rainbow trout. So if it's in the fish that you're eating, you're getting it. Okay. And it also says that it can lead to obesity. The other safety issue has to do with the chemical PFOA used in the lining of microwave popcorn bags. So it's not just cooking on nonstick cookware. It's in popcorn bags that you put in the microwave. So besides the chemical that's artificially flavored butter that they put in there, naturally artificially flavored butter is made of another carcinogenic chemical, but the lining of the bag has this chemical on it, this PFOA, this carcinogen. So every time you're eating the microwave popcorn, unless you could find a bag that doesn't have it, you're getting high doses of this chemical. They also say it's in the lining of pizza boxes. In June 2005, a scientific advisory panel to the EPA identified PFOA as a likely carcinogen, but drew no conclusions whether it made a cancer risk to humans. However, animal studies have identified 4 types of tumors in rats and mice exposed. So let's get this straight. Another being on the planet can have exposure and it causes cancer in them, but we just don't know if it's going to cause it in humans. Let's give it more time. You know, are they on your side? Are they on your side? Or do you have to start getting into your own offensive position and really listening to these messages and understand there is a risk, even if they say it's likely? Next, and the final slide of this one, so we're just about done with this video here. PFOA is also prevalent among humans. More than 98% is found in the umbilical cord and in breast milk. So now, unfortunately, for some people, for some families, the child has leukemia. A child has a cancer in the brain, a cancer in the eye, a cancer somewhere in the body. Could this be one of the factors that has led to it? Absolutely. Because if that child was getting breastfed, which is supposed to be the best method for a child to be producing its own immune system function and growth and getting the right source of nutrients, but the only problem that stands in the way of that child getting everything that it needs to get stronger and healthier as it grows is the toxicity of the mother's breast milk, the toxicity of the umbilical cord. And there are studies that show how toxic and how many toxins of plastics and jet fuel and PFOA and a number of different things that are caught in the umbilical cord that that baby has been feeding from for the past 8 or 9 months. So, you know, we've got to really look out for ourselves, okay? So this is one of the toxic chemicals that may be leading to your cancer, and there are definitely other factors, but we've got to be able to detoxify your body. It doesn't have to be just living with chemo, radiation, and surgery. You can integrate other methods to help yourself get over your cancer and have more time on this planet and more life and hope and happiness with your family. Thank you for letting me come in to your home, on your computer, on your television to share this information with you. And if you know somebody out there who's dealing with cancer, share this with them. I look forward to helping you. Thank you.